Ya, selamat datang diucapkan untuk anda yang mengikuti sesi ini secara langsung dan juga anda yang menonton setelah live stream ini berakhir ke sesi kolaborasi Stomachofchaos.com bersama laman pop culture suka ramai BuzzPopTV. Seperti biasa, saya Kudo Maharizu di laman blog Stomachofchaos.com bersama para panelis dari BuzzPop Animo Division yang memberi reaksi dan ulasan siri MF Ghost yang masih disiarkan di laman streaming Netflix dan Prime Video. First of all, ingin minta maaf kerana lambat start, but as you can see, kami ada sedikit technical issue with our panelist punya camera system. So Shaz Merican is with us tonight. So we're hopefully sementara kita buat Bedah ni, this issue can be resolved. So other than this, how are you, Shaz?
Other than the camera issue, I'm okay.
Yeah. So that's not what Shaz looks like, so he doesn't look like a padlock. So Jungle Fire Kira. So our other Jungle Fire panelist is the voice of Akina, Tarmizi Ali. How are you? How are you, PD?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, kepada siapa yang dekat chat
ini
saya rasa kuat sangat. Ya, I think I'm gonna kepada pendengar penonton the please tell us if the music is still too loud. I'm bringing it down a bit because is that better? I think that's a bit better. Yeah, it's a bit better. Tapi aku rasa apa tahu pasal lagu dia tak chill, lagu dia terlalu disco sangat. Itu yang boleh buat dia sound okay. Okay Tapi kategori kalau aku rasa terlalu boom-tish fantau sangat, please let us know. Okay, anyway, so untuk makluman anda yang belum pernah mengikuti sesi ulasan kami, Shaz ada muka dah. Alamak. Ya, sorry Mana dia?
I stop the camera.
Oh man. Okay. Untuk makluman anda yang belum pernah mengikuti sesi ulasan kami, perbincangan kami akan mengandungi spoiler yang berkait dengan episod yang diulas. Dan juga kepada anda yang menonton sesi ini setelah live stream berakhir, sila langgan kepada laman YouTube Stomachofchaos dan BuzzPopTV supaya anda tidak ketinggalan untuk menonton live stream kami yang akan datang, dan jangan lupa untuk tenyih butang like dan juga alert for future subscription. Tapi sebelum kita ke sesi ulasan MF Ghost malam ini, kami ingin to put a major disclaimer here. Minat kami dalam arena sport, motoring sport atau sukan lumba kereta adalah based on enthusiasm for the hobby of variable degrees. So dua rakan panelis saya ni akan have more knowledge than me. Saya takkan tengok Bat Bong Kumami je lah. And we do not condone illegal racing atau lumba haram. So PDRM, jangan tangkap kami. Kami hanya bercakap pasal cerita anime Jepun ni aja. So with that disclaimer out of the way, kita juga memberi kupasan. Saya ingin memberi kupasan ringkas tentang manga OG toge drifting yang memerlukan semua ni, iaitu Initial D. So in essence, Initial D ni ialah hasil nukilan seorang mangaka bernama Shigeno Shuichi. Adalah manga genre seinen terbitan Kodansha mengenai perlumbaan haram jalan raya, tapi yang specific to toge drifting in the sense that this is toge means pass in English atau genting. Maknanya racing dia kat gunung. Dia bukan macam racing Jepun, which do exist as well, of people doing illegal races in more urban areas like in the cities or whatever. Manga ini diterbitkan setiap minggu selama 1995 until 2013 di Weekly Young Magazine oleh Kodansha, dan menghasilkan 48 jilid tankobon dengan 55 juta naskah yang telah dijual up to 2021. So at that time, in fact, I think at the moment pun antara siri manga yang terlaris ever in history. So dalam pembuatan pembikinan manga ini, Shigeno mendapat bantuan teknikal dari Drift King himself, Tsuchiya Keiichi. Aksi perlombaan yang ditumpukan kepada aksi drift ni, as I said, berlokasikan di jalan-jalan di pegunungan. Initial D, kebanyakannya di area di prefecture bernama Gunma. Gunma ni saya pernah pergi kali je. I went to see a concert. Don't ask me why I had to go, because I had the ticket for it. Di pekan-pekan keliling Gunma. So basically, once you go to Gunma, it's kind of like north of Tokyo. It's very hilly. So kalau connect Shinkansen, most of the people yang naik Shinkansen ke area Gunma tu, they'll stop in Takasaki, which is a city in Gunma, and then it'll go on to Nagano, which is known for their ski resort. So a lot of people actually go for weekends just to go snowboarding and skiing, and then orang balik Tokyo malam tu. So kalau korang naik train malam-malam kat Gunma nak balik Tokyo, you'll see a lot of sleeping skiers and snowboarders on the train. Dan juga kalau anda pernah menonton atau membaca Initial D, area kat Gunma tu around area Gunung Akina, which is actually a fictitious mountain based on gunung bernama Gunung Haruna. Dan IP manga ni diadaptasi ke format anime untuk TV dan juga sebagai OVA. Dan just a quick one also on the mangaka himself, Shigeno Shuichi. Sekarang umur dia 66 tahun, anak kelahiran Niigata, which is a bit far away from the mountains of Gunma. Beliau terkenal dengan dia punya manga asal dia bernama Bari-Bari Densetsu, which is about a motorcycle. It's basically a story about a guy and his motorcycle. That Initial D and now MF Ghost. Dia asal dia as a student, he wasn't very affluent lah. Dia kurang mampu dan dia memang meminati motosikal yang menginspirasikan manga Bari-Bari Densetsu. So dengan bayaran royalty dari edisi pertama Initial D, not Initial D, Bari-Bari Densetsu, dia membeli kereta pertama beliau, which is a Toyota Truno AE86. And just to mengakhirkan description ni, MF Ghost, Shigeno Sensei mula menulis manga ini about 2017. Masih berkonsepkan lumba kereta tapi lebih menumpukan kepada teori perlumbaan. I mean, if you watch or read Initial D, dalam tu banyak teori perlumbaan which is like uttered in the monologues or explanation between the racers themselves. Interestingly, Shigeno did go in hiatus 2022 dan kembali bekerja 2023. Mari kita melihat jika kita boleh just masih lagi ikon. So harap penonton kita bersabar. Okay. Dengan ketiadaan live video daripada Shaz, but he still can contribute, tapi tak bestnya kita tak dapat tengok the video lah. Tapi sebelum kita you can hear everything ya?
Boleh. I can hear, I can sembang, but terkejut lah tiba-tiba kamera nak working.
Tunggulah. Anyway, since we are on the subject of Initial D, soalan pertama, bukan soalan, saya nak ingin share lah dengan everybody. Saya nak bagi tahu personal experience saya dengan Initial D ni, despite what I've mentioned all that, is very limited because saya tak tonton atau baca manga ini because it's like a while back, man. 1995 means it's a while back. Walaupun title dia pernah saya dengar, and zaman-zaman ni zaman susah nak dapat. Zaman tu tak ada internet masa tu korok lagi. Internet zaman batu. So tak adalah benda-benda nak stream. Obviously, subsequently they had movies on it. I still didn't watch it, but
Tajuk Melayu Initial D adalah Legenda Raja Pecut. Ya. Dia pernah ditranslatekan ke bahasa Melayu, pernah dijual kat Malaysia.
Legenda Raja Pecut. So anyway,
habis kan?
Tapi itu badan as far lah. Tapi saya menonton MM Go ni pretty much blind. Saya enjoy cerita ni. Kind of made me develop an interest to want to go back, especially Shaz we've been waxing lyrical about Initial D even in our previous Bedah, and then Mizi pun ada minat. So I thought since everybody's watching it and has watched it, let's discuss it. So anyway, Busy, what was your personal experience with this IP? I mean, did you watch the initial the anime atau kau baca manga dia ke apa?
Okay, aku tak baca manga dia, aku follow the anime dia. Itu pun macam follow agak lambat lah, bukannya macam masa dia keluar kita tu. Sebab macam the late 90s there was macam torrent belum ada.
Itulah.
BCD dia pun keluar quite late lah keluar. But okay, initially adalah one of those anime or manga that has a profound impact cultural wise. You boleh macam contoh like the anime Slam Dunk has a profound impact on the Philippines sampai dia minat the basketball jadi sort of like macam national sport. So initially impact dia tu sangat besar on the kita panggil car culture punya scene, which is kemuncak dia on the late 90s and they go into the early 2000. So impact dia adalah yang utamanya harga resale value the Toyota Sprinter Tornado AE86 tu tak jatuh harga. I mean dia punya orang yang beli that Sprinter Tornado AE86 masa 1980s 84, 85, 86 tu harga dia like 15,000, 16,000 ringgit Malaysia. Tapi selepas season dia keluar ni, kau nak cari dia second hand apa semua working condition 40,000 paling minimum. Itu pun yang street legal.
And
so and then benda ni globally lah, kat US ke kat UK ke apa ni jadi mahal gila.
Nak tanya Miji sekejap, because Jepun pun dia ada macam undang-undang dia tak bagi export kereta dia until that car is 25 years old. Does that apply to Asian countries like Malaysia juga? Like you have to wait until the car is like 25 years old before you can actually import it from Japan? Because boleh ke kita nak beli?
Macam asalkan AP lepas masuk je.
Pasal apa? Because like
I think there's a way to do it. Biasanya orang guna, tapi macam you have to guna AP all those shit report, but I think boleh guna if you have the right connection and a lot of money. Because it's not tapi
just the money.
The early 2000 tu banyak lah bila sukan drifting ni apa. Ya. Tu lah. So
sorry, I interrupted your train of thought.
Alright. So initially dia is macam itulah dari segi impact cultural dia on the car scene, and also macam I think it was the earliest anime yang use CGI. Incorporate CGI dengan animation. Rasa masa zaman-zaman tu tak banyak. And then the way Sugeno wrote it macam very highly detail, the technicalities semua macam agak tepat lah. Racing kereta. So I was like really beginning to get into cars. So this anime tu datang tepat lah, macam okay, kereta boleh buat macam ni apa semua. The Fast and the Furious pun, the first Fast and Furious pun baru start. So all of this combined, itu the car culture explode. If you see kat Malaysia pada time-time ni, you akan nampak lah orang start modifying Proton Wiras, tukar enjin Mitsubishi, letak exhaust besar. It was a fun time and I also macam get into the scene lah. And then macam bila I pergi UK in 2000 tu, I start layan Top Gear. So all of this combined semua, it was a fun time. And then the late 2000, 2010, the car culture dah turun. Fast and Furious pun macam more focusing on action, tak sangat on the street racing. So bila dah lama tu macam kita pun dah tua, so macam okay lah, kita move on. So it's nice MF Ghost datang as a sequel, reliving our nostalgia on that. And macam it's fun lah tengok macam okay, I used to enjoy this initially macam ni, so sekarang macam dia sambungkan that legacy and it was well done. Mula-mula masa Suichi Sugeno announced that he's making an MF Ghost, tapi description dia I thought it was dia racing kereta guna AI, but I'm glad that macam bila tengok macam okay, they're still racing guna humans lah. And then what I like is berbeza macam initially ni macam satu episode macam like racing dia panggil battle sebab dia one on one.
Yes.
So MF Ghost is actual race dengan macam ada ramai racer. So
yes,
ada ramai
like
karakter and each
rally lah.
Karakter tu pandai lah macam and macam they find a way that macam macam initially is all about Takumi pakai kereta AE86 tu tapau semua orang because macam he is highly skilled. Tapi okay, for MF Ghost macam dia boleh hanya macam a few cars yang belakang saja, tapi macam yang the front lines tu apa semua dia belum sampai that level lagi sebab of course the obvious beza on power kereta apa-apa semua, which nanti Shaz akan go into detail pasal the grip to weight ratio ni. But it's nice. So MF Ghost is right. It's like Cobra Kai for Karate Kid. So you tengok Cobra Kai tu tengok
nice
Karate Kid
comparison. Nice comparison. Yeah, because one thing good about it because it's Shigeno himself that wrote the manga kan, bukan dia macam orang lain ke apa. So ada kesinambungan, familiarity, cara dia lukis muka karakter dia, because it's not really pretty. Kalau kau tengok all the girls semua macam, tapi you know it's his artwork and that you want you want that and you want that. Because aku macam take macam in my limited experience watching the initial D clips, macam muka diorang, kalau muka diorang happy, muka the guys yang macam diorang biting dan ada bahasa senyum, muka macam gila punya weird drawing dia. But that's the style of Shigeno. I know that we can't really look at Shaz at the moment.
Aku suka macam aku ada terminologi.
Apa? Terminologi?
Aku ada yang terminologi, aku panggil dia the Nani moment. Usually macam dalam initially people underestimate people underestimate Takumi because macam kereta dia low power apa-apa semua, tapi bila macam dia start nak lintas tu macam Nani. So ni pun ada jugalah time dia.
Anyway, okay, alright. As I said just now, at the moment the technicality issue is still there, but we still have Shaz can hear us and he can still speak to us. Shaz, your obviously you can your experience with Initial D, and how you felt about watching MF Ghost. By all means.
Nak start kat mana Initially came out in before around early 2000s, masa kat universiti lagi. Dah tua lah.
Late 90s.
Yeah, I'll just do the fact checking while you talk.
So the thing is masa tu darah orang muda kan. So sibuk nak tengok all this anime and what not. So bila keluar cerita ni dengan dia punya over the top punya racing moves and the fact that kita orang, it is not your standard F1 punya grip style racing tau. So it's like apa pun dia drift racing ni kan, what's this new thing that we've never seen before. Dah lah karakter dia muka orang bodoh kan.
Yes,
it's a typical
budak.
Aku blur. It's like what's all this racing ni, aku tak tahu. So here comes a kid yang masih belum habis high school lagi.
Oh yeah.
Terus dah ada 5 over years naik turun Akina sebab kerja dia duduk hantar tahu kan.
Delivering
so
tofu.
Kalau He delivering tofu in the middle of right before dawn tau. So tak ada, polis semua tengah tidur lagi. That's why dia tak pernah kena tangkap. So kalau by comparison, dia punya the impact of Initial D to the racing culture, it pretty much membuatkan the entire world meletup lah dari segi acceptance of drift ni. It's a whole new concept. And it was a great time lah. Sebab bila dah keluar benda ni, then came two schools of thought, which is the drift racing and the grip racing punya style, antara Jepun dengan Western punya style. So yeah, it was a great series. So bila tengok MF Ghost ni, macam like, wow, ini mesti best gila kan. Tapi dia banyak sangat emphasis kat spender aku. I mean, Kudo was excited lah.
Oi!
But honestly, dia punya I feel like they are, how do we put this the protagonist untuk MF Ghost was clearly designed to be a multi-year punya character, as opposed to saya ni budak mentah tak tahu apa-apa, rupa-rupanya ayah saya punya suruh saya buat kerja ni, make me into someone special. Whereas MF Ghost punya character ni is from the get-go, dia dah considered to be a special character. Dia dah ada talent ini, talent itu, dia dah belajar direct under Takumi and so on. So there's a lot of differences lah dari segi ni. Overall, honestly, I memang I prefer Initial D more lah. Kalau compare dengan MF Ghost, I'm not sure why at the moment. But I think tak boleh nak kata it's not because I don't enjoy racing anymore.
No.
Lagi rating 29/10 kot.
Aku ada a couple of questions to you, especially because one just to tell you, Initial D first stage 1998. So pretty much the first, second stage, AVA dengan final stage all the way up to 2014. From 2014 onward will be the legendnya film. But out of interest, did Initial D pretty much enshrine your interest in the Fast and Furious franchise? Because you seem to be like really into Fast and Furious.
It's quite interesting sebab aku tak buat kereta.
Itulah.
It's like, how do you know such rubbish? I'm like,
no, but kau minat Fast and Furious?
In racing anime, in racing games, but not as good as my friends lah. Aku minat lah, tapi my friends tu take to another level. Dia orang main dengan apa benda lah, game-game lain, Gran Turismo, Need for Speed and a few others. But minat tu tak boleh nak deny lah. Dia punya
Gran Turismo 3 ada kereta Tsuchi Sugeno version.
Ada.
Ada. Gran Turismo 3.
Yang bestnya is that in real life there is one guy who drives this AE86 ni tau. It's an official car. Apa nama dia? Aku ingat Tarmizi. The Drift King of Tokyo.
Oh tu, sedih Keiichi Tsuchiya.
He is the basis of the character.
Story King. Yes. He even appeared dalam satu episode.
Kau si pacai. Itulah, it's yes, definitely Initial D coming in at a time when I was first properly introduced to anime, in the 98-99 punya years. So benda tu melekat lah. Sama lah dengan anime like Gundam and all this. So these are more traditional hot-blooded punya style punya anime. So itu yang melekat sampai sekarang, which then further translates ke Fast and Furious.
Pada anda yang meminati, yang probably have some inkling onto the Drift King and all that, because Keiichi Tsuchiya dah retire dah, dia dah, tapi dia obviously he has obviously with he keeps up with the times. He does have a YouTube channel, and then he, as usual, dia akan
Transporter itu hidup lagi kan?
Dia akan beri advice kepada so for example, I'll show this quickly lah. I don't want to get So this is like his channel actually.
I follow this channel ni. Dia biasanya transportering dia testing kereta-kereta modify, dia buat timing, buat battle, racing dekat Tsukuba circuit, all of that.
So that's him. That's the Drift King baju hijau. So
the iconic baju hijau.
So the Car Prime ni is ada subtitle English properly done, so you can follow it because they'll be speaking in Japanese all the way. There are other channels of his that doesn't have subtitles because the AI on YouTube can do the subtitles and translate in English, and you still can catch it, and it still translates very well lah. Okay, I mean, so because of that, I just wanted to know our panelists punya experience dengan initial D sahajalah. So aku macam, as I said, I'm a late bloomer with regards to this. Although I have to say that macam mana tak padam ni. That's it. Sorry. When I first bought my car in 1995, this was my car. Sumpah, color macam ni, aku tak tahu apa-apa pasal initial D. It's a Volvo, it's a 1.4 engine. It's definitely not going to go on the toge. But I was imagining, if I had the idea to do this at that time, initial K.
1.4 liter?
Carburetor, manual.
Seriously?
Yeah, kereta, my first car, man.
Rear-wheel drive?
Yeah.
Rear-wheel drive?
I think it's rear-wheel drive. But Volvos dia yang aku tak ingat lah, tapi aku rasa front aku rasa bukan Volvo, semua front. I've been driving Volvo all my life. All the Volvos are front-wheel drive. So I have no issues with snow and ice to get uphill. Kalau rear-wheel drive yang macam BMW, yang ada problem naik atas bukit tu. So that was my initial K moment. Although at that time, so tadi aku macam, kereta aku macam teruno lah sikit. Aku masuk Photoshop. Anyway, okay, kita akan segment kita yang seterusnya, which obviously we've waxed lyrical a bit about initial D. Our next segment is this. Reaksi satu ayat to this franchise. On my end, as I said, saya tak tonton initial, so I don't have any background to this. So, but I'm aware of the initial original IP. So saya tengok blind, and it was enjoyable because saya pun tengok Fast and Furious juga. You get the adrenaline rush, and obviously this is set in a near future. Dia tak bagi tahu exactly when, in a fictitious time when by this time Mount Fuji pernah erupt dan menyebabkan apabila dia dah erupt tu, dia disturb the system of all the natural hot spring punya channel dekat area Shizuoka. I think Mount Fuji punya area tu nama Shizuoka Prefecture. Look it up in the map. So at the beginning of the series, dia tunjuk an area where they do the punya race dekat Hakone, which is in Odawara, and dia tunjuk dekat pekan-pekan tu semua macam pekan-pekan tu dah mati because currently kalau kita melawat Jepun, pekan-pekan tu banyak onsen because ialah sulfur, gunung berapi punya ni, so banyak air panas macam dekat Ipoh, Tambun, Hot Springs semua tu kan. So semua tu kacau. So orang dah tak ada. So that's why tempat tu dah, you get towns to be really empty looking. So itu aku salah faham. Aku ingat kan ada poison gas. Tu aku tanya Syaz, dalam initial D ada poison gas ke? Syaz kata, mana ada? Aku macam, apa jadi ya? I have to read it out a bit lah. So anyway, just a quick one. So basically cerita ni pasal basic as Shaz dengan Mizi has also alluded to, it's kind of a bit different than Initial D. Walaupun saya tengok a few YouTube videos, and I can gather lah, it's kind of like a journey of a person, macam awakening. Dia macam, he's good at something that he didn't realize that he's developed over the years, helping his father to bring tofu. The place does exist. Kalau like tadi tu nak cakap, ada satu Australian ni, dia duduk Jepun, nama Noriaro. Dia ada YouTube punya channel. I mean, obviously ada banyak lagi racing channel, tapi macam dia in English, senang nak faham. Dia explain lah macam-macam. There are certain Initial D topics they cover. Like Takumi pun is actually based on the person. And he's met the person. And dia tunjuk lah area ni, ni lah restoran yang dia bawa the tofu from his father's shop. So they are aware of him. Biasalah cerita fiction ni banyaknya amalgamation of real things kan. So in fact there's a bit of Keiichi Tsuchiya, there's a bit of this original Takumi made into this Takumi character. So I guess the appeal of Initial D, a journey of a person, and kita take thrill tengok dia buat battle dengan orang-orang ni, and it's quite nice. So far aku tengok, so far lah aku tengok sikit je kan. Orang tak macam pukul dia, marah kat dia orang macam, weh tergak lah kau. You know, even his biggest rival yang Ryosuke tu macam, okay, but you know, think big. Dia kata, kau jangan duduk sini je. Tapi tu aku tengok dekat Initial D Legend lah. So that's my take lah on Initial D. So my reaction to ayat, walaupun without knowing all that, I still enjoyed it. But now knowing all this, it give me an impetus lah to, when you have time, try watching it. It's quite a lot though to watch. Manga ada pun susah nak cari sekarang. I don't know. I think they are doing Republic, making it into omnibus version, but I need to look up for it. So who wants to give their first reaction? Yeah. Shaz.
Mizi dulu. Okay.
This series, kalau Jeremy Clarkson atau James Smith tengok mesti dia suka gila. Penuh technical. But yeah, I mean, I think Suichi Sugeno ni is a very good storyteller lah. Macam mangaka lain dia work on an exciting premise tau. Macam isekai, fantasy, adventure apa semua tu. So you nak ambil cerita yang you nak buat macam analysis story dengan premise macam tu, I tak katalah senang, tapi macam doable for ramai orang lah. But to take something racing pula tu guna macam cars yang street cars, tak ada macam advance benda sangat, tak ada benda yang macam fantastical sangat, but to make it interesting, to make it macam orang yang bukan non-cars pun rasa macam okay, I mean it's bagus lah. And then macam it shows that the level of research dia buat ni nak pastikan macam it's believable, it's macam tu semua, it's still, and he still got it lah daripada initially in the late 90s and sekarang in the 2020s ni, I mean still boleh macam buat orang rasa menarik lagi untuk tengok benda-benda ni lah. Walaupun kita ingat macam sekarang the car culture has died apa-apa semua lah, but I hope macam it can reignite balik lah the car culture apa semua. Nanti mungkin kita akan tengok Kanata ni akan upgrade kepada GR86 atau Subaru BRZ dia, and how they nak kalahkan Michael Beckenbauer. A combination of Michael Schumacher and Franz Beckenbauer.
Football and Formula 1.
And Will, macam siapa yang bawa GTR tu?
Apa ya? Oh shit, GTR yang dia orang putih kan?
Bukan, Jepun lah, dia nak kiss daripada
tahu dia yang minat dengan Angel nombor 7. Oh shit, jap. Actually kan, aku macam the mechanic for the 86 who owns the 86, because aku tak tengok initially, bila baru-baru ni aku tengok, is that the same guy? But it's not, nama dia lain. Kau nama dia Ogata, nama mechanic tu. Because ada similar looking character dalam kawan-kawan Takumi yang muka bulat, the comic relief tu. Nama dia lain, and
SK.
Tapi lukisan dia lebih kurang lah, muka bodoh sikit lah.
The mechanic yang upgradekan kereta Kanata tu, yes, pernah muncul dalam Initial D. Tapi his race was macam unmemorable. So sebab tu tak ingat. Akan tetapi Kai Koshigawa yang jadi komentator tu, tu macam Takumi paling antara fierce battle. Dia pakai MR2 dengan
By the way, kalau korang tak perasan atau dah tahu, the narrator for MF Ghost is the Seiyu for Takumi Fujiwara.
Okay.
Oh, you
That's why. Yes.
Oh shit.
Dia ni, di Mamat ni muka dia bukanlah, okay, tak adalah macam aku nak kutuk orang tua ke apa. Dia actually tak adalah tua sangat, tapi muka dia masa dia muda pun macam orang tua, and he looks so haggard.
Tapi Takumi doesn't talk much pun.
Dia macam I mean this guy I mean I don't want to nama dia first name dia Miki. Miki, sorry, second name Miki Shinichiro. This is him. I mean I'm sure you've seen him before.
Tapi setakat ni aku godek dalam manga apa-apa semua, belum lagi Takumi akan make an appearance lah.
So nanti aku nak tanya Syaz ada question, kerana itu he made a remark or something, but so Miki Shinichiro ni, so obviously he's the voice of the narrator in MF Ghost is Takumi. He's Urahara Kisuke in Bleach. I can't believe that's him. He's in Pokemon. Dia buat suara Pokemon. He's not even, dia suara ni Jesse dalam the two Jesse. James. Dia suara James. Team Rocket.
Double.
So dia suara James yang Jepun punya, which is Kojiro. But he's the voice of Charmander. He's the voice of Ilahi Allah Squirtle. Sedih je. Takumi.
Berapa ada orang bayar just sekadar untuk Pokemon tu sebut nama dia orang je.
Tapi pakai Takumi punya voice actor lah. Anyway, okay, reaksi satu ayat from Shaz.
MF Ghost ni masih banyak nak belajar lah kalau nak match Initial D punya level.
Yeah, tapi I guess it's a different kettle of fish, I guess, because Shigeno did write it in a different way, because I think kalau dia buat sebiji macam Initial D, people might get it's the same thing again, and he's done it very well, and he shouldn't be repeating it again. And the fact that
ada similarities that we can see lah. Where is the underdog, dia punya he doesn't start as with the best vehicle. There will be an upgrade, mid-season or mid-year upgrades. But dia punya direction dia dah berubah. Nanti kita boleh tengok, discuss further lah. Kat mana dia punya changes itu.
Dia macam Initial D, especially the first two stage, dia banyak macam one battle two episode macam gitu. So macam bila tengok tu macam cepat habis. Ni macam the whole 12 episode tu satu race, termasuk qualifying lagi.
Dia macam ni tau. Dia punya pacing tu, you tengok Initial D kan, dia first season 26 episode. You ada The Night Kids, you ada
Speed Stars,
The Rising Sun, dengan siapa lagi ya? Itu dua je kan?
Stars,
so you got to know the characters more. Speedstars tu memang lah, itu the hero punya member dia dulu, but you get to know the characters more intimately lah. So you get more attached to the characters. Ini sekali dia bagi info dump, 1000 characters, asyik kau lah. So macam like, who is who? Aku cuma kenal Beckenbauer because he's the obvious guy that mesti kalahkan. There is a adik-beradik punya pair. There is the senpai that will be defeated eventually. Tapi yang lain tu aku tak kenal. Macam like, kau siapa? Kereta pun kita tak biasa. Kena pula yang ada brand-brand yang sama.
Dan satu lagi yang racer yang date budak 17 tu.
Yang mana?
Yang mana tu?
Yang bawa Alpine biru tu. Dia hanya date budak umur 17 saja. Kalau budak tu 80 birthday dia akan dump. Yang
itu aku tak tahu lah. Itu mungkin dia perli ni kot, Leonardo DiCaprio kot.
Tapi
Leonardo DiCaprio ada legend. The girlfriend hit a certain age, dia break up.
Yes.
Remember that became a movie tau.
Yes. Bangku Ayun dia ni.
Tapi dia macam pencabar Kanata lah, sebab dia kata dia pernah racing academy sekali dengan Kanata apa semua, tapi tak dapat beat Kanata.
The guy yang minat Ren Sayonji tu, which is Shun Aiba.
Shun Aiba. Shun senpai.
Nissan GTR R35 Nismo kereta dia. Voice dia Daisuke Ono. Daisuke Ono ni dia I think Captain Erwin dalam Attack on Titan. Daisuke Ono is quite famous. He's in JoJo as well. I can't remember what it is, if I'm not mistaken lah. Tapi he's in everything. Quite a lot of is well known lah, Daisuke Ono. Let me check. Tapi apa nak cakap just quickly, as tadi Mizi was alluding to the fact that a lot of real life things are. So this is the actual track. So Noriaro, the vlogger, he actually went on the actual track and dia lajukan lah. So it's 20 minutes long to anybody. So it's literally, if you watch the anime, kau kenal. Macam tadi the starting point tu was where all the angels are. Angel tadi kan. So so it's quite semua lah duduk.
Racing dia satu lap kan, macam racing the Nordic Life kan.
So basically biasalah typical jalan bukit, macam kalau memang macam kami yang duduk, macam saya duduk dekat northern part of England, which is near the Peak District. So when you want to go to Manchester, this is the kind of road you have to go lah. So not good in the winter, but obviously in Japan, bus yut lalu jalan-jalan macam ni. Aku takut. But anyway, let's padam that, takut copyright strike. Yes, kita actually ada satu soalan daripada Fak, keep it low key. Perhaps since Mizi is here, what do the panelists think about Ryosuke's fastest racing theory explained well in MF Ghost? Is this the theory that he had in MF Ghost or utilized in MF Ghost, yang benda yang dia cakap in Initial D? Because dia ada theory dia sendiri kan. Dia macam, for example, approach towards the corner, dia kata the last third, don't pecut semua, because once kita whatever it is lah. Mizi.
Usually I tak layan sangat ada teori-teori ni. Just tengok bawah tu. Tapi adalah the zero theory, the apa semua. I think apa yang dia belajar masa project D tu ni dia come out dengan the grip to weight ratio. So dia nak macam, dia sebenarnya dia nak mencabar siapa-siapa yang masuk ni break the how to overcome the grip to weight ratio punya ni. So it's like macam sekarang ni orang yang masuk benda ni advantage is pakai high end European cars apa-apa semua tu. So now ni nak tengok how the Kanata ni being Fujiwara punya protege. So how to find the ultimate balance of the car lah. So tak perlu power sangat. Tak tahu kot Syah, macam mana pembacaan grade to weight ratio ni?
Okay, dia kena go all the way back to initial D. Masa Ryosuke was Ryosuke tengah buat dia punya teori. Because dia macam ni tau. There was dalam the series initial D, there was this debate antara orang yang guna grip racing and juga orang yang menggunakan drift racing, whereby dia punya the grip racers akan go for pure raw power on straight away, dia akan pecut. So aku kalah kat corner tak apa, but my acceleration will outdo you punya this one lah. So the advantage of this is that bila you are on uphill battle, your horsepower punya ability akan shine further. So this is the grip racer. So they tend to be less drift based, but dia punya cornering is more similar kepada F1 punya racing style, where they will grip the road more and ikut dia orang punya line. Dia tak ada macam buang belakang, buang depan, tak ada. So the second part of dia punya theory was that the cornering is what makes everything fast. So if you corner, laju, so you can make up for the speed that you lose when your acceleration tak bagus. So masalahnya, dua-dua teori ni Kyosuke tak boleh nak combine dalam kepala dia because dua-dua pun ada obvious disadvantage. The downhill racers akan gain advantage from drift racing because when you are downhill, your acceleration is helped by dia punya slope dia tu. And when you are cornering in downhill in general, gravity membantu lah. So when you are racing downhill, horsepower tak banyak mainkan peranan sebab the gravity will help you more. So dari situ kita boleh tengok Takumi punya downhill specialist dalam project D versus Keisuke punya uphill specialist with his higher horsepower punya ni. That is the two diverging theories. But disebabkan engine baru yang digunakan oleh Takumi bila engine yang pecah halfway through season 2 ke dalam extra stage tak ingat, tapi dia season 2 tak salah,
bila dia kalah dengan
dia kalahkan
Evo 3 itu.
Yes, misfiring system yang Evo tu. So anyway, engine dia pecah. So dia dah ganti dengan high rev punya engine which is used by track racers. RPM dia sampai 12,000.
Group A TRD.
So yep. Sekarang ni what has happened is Ryosuke was introduced to the third theory whereby you have the high rev punya power which allows you to take your lower horsepower punya vehicle to accelerate fast on straightaway, and yet at the same time you punya grip during the cornering is extra fast disebabkan the high rev of your engine tu menyebabkan dia punya grip stick as well masa corner. So kau boleh drift and kau boleh grip racing tau. So that was it blew Ryosuke punya mind when he said teori yang aku duk nak cari fikir ni, the end product dah depan mata aku dah, which is Takumi driving the AE86 menggunakan high rev punya engine with an FR punya car. So what he understood from this theory, dia perfectkan the theory, dia introduce kepada grip weight to grip ratio. So weight to grip ratio ni, I banyak sembang pula.
Tak apa, sembang.
Weight to grip ratio ni dia based on the weight of the car, dia ada tire width ke apa ke? Dia certain grip punya ratio lah. Aku tak ingat dia punya exact term. Nanti kalau you guys boleh baca dalam wiki ke apa ke. But generally, by limiting the ratio to be the same, so kalau katakan you punya kereta berat, you grip ratio sama juga dengan kereta yang ringan, in the sense that dia ada kiraan dia lah. Dia tak cerita kiraan dia macam mana, but generally that is Ryosuke punya point of equalizing the ability to corner. So bila dah ada the drift, the cornering, the grip corner semua ni dah equalize, orang dalam cerita MF Ghost ni dia tengok tak ada pula limit kat engine kan, horsepower tak ada limit, so they went up in horsepower by going European punya cars. Masalahnya when they go with higher horsepower tapi dia punya engine, dia punya weight to grip limit kekal, so now you have excess horsepower that cannot transmit the power to the ground sebab grip dia tak cukup. So therein lies the problem. In one of the episodes, ada satu driver to complain, celaka, kenapa aku tak boleh beli tayar yang besar sikit so that I have a better grip. Dia borang tau, because aku punya horsepower engine kuat, very strong, yes, very good, horsepower tinggi, tapi grip tak cukup. So you akan end up having wasted wheel punya revolution. So you akan you tak boleh nak transfer dia punya power from the engine through the tire onto the road. So you akan jadi banyak wasted potential. So the whole point of this weight to grip ratio is that if you want to increase your horsepower, boleh, tak ada masalah. But you come at the cost of, if you go accelerate too much, masa you corner, you boleh tercampak. So your car that was designed for grip racing end up having a disadvantage disebabkan of your higher horsepower. You tak boleh nak control dia punya turning as well as you initially thought lah. So yes, you dalam straight away you akan memang confirm boleh menang lah. Throughout the whole series pun dia cerita, oh dia punya horsepower tinggi, Kanata punya kereta underpowered, that's why dia tak boleh catch up on straight away. Kanata pun faham, that's why dia gunakan slipstream punya konsep. Itu dia punya level of thinking tu memang gila lah. But the kenapa Ryosuke introduce the weight to grip ratio is that it allows a car that is lighter, which is typically the Jepun punya style punya car, to be able to corner better, or rather to be able to match higher horsepower vehicles, tetapi it comes at a cost. You punya skill tu kena tahap sampai macam tahap Takumi tau, because you need to find a way such that you boleh drift or turn and yet maintain the speed. Whereas kalau orang biasa, kalau dia guna kereta Jepun, when they do the turning, they will run out, dia akan slow down sebab dia tak tahu nak manage the turning, dia tak hilang speed dia. Banyak cakap ni. But that is the thing that Takumi has managed to do dalam the entire initially punya series, where dia tak hilang speed masa dia corner. Gila tak gila? Orang kalau you tengok any actual racing kan, dia akan brake, dia akan decelerate significantly a lot more compared dengan Takumi, because Takumi bila dia overall speed dia maintain at a very high level. Kalau compare dengan racer-racer lain, kalau you tengok dia punya speed, dia akan high speed dekat straight away, kat corner dia akan turun banyak, lepas tu dia kena accelerate balik. Takumi punya style that is going to be adopted by Kanata, aku rasa lah, is that dia akan maintain a very high consistent top speed because of dia punya superior turning and because of the weight to grip ratio punya ruling. Gaya juga aku luahkan semua.
Tapi So macam grip to weight ratio jadi pemalar untuk semua kereta. You can modify your cars, increase power sampai banyak mana. Okay. Weight dia boleh buat something tak nak ringankan kereta?
Itu aku tak tahu. Dia tak mention sangat. Dia cuma mention specifically the weight to grip ratio as something special lah. So kalau nak menjawab soalan asal tadi, belum fully explain lagi. Kalau
for me
ada
kan,
orang
tak, for me secara logik kalau menggunakan nak extrapolate from experience from watching other films that not related to car racing, nak kurangkan weight, you just get rid of your seats, get rid of things inside, tinggal seat depan dengan chassis je.
Carbon fiber
itulah, tapi macam nampak kereta-kereta tu macam stock.
Kan, as opposed to belakang tu ada palang
yang semua tu kita tak tahulah what is the actual detail on the racing, because that is not the main point pun. The main point is the actual the ratio itself. Mungkin even after they remove all dia punya weight tu, it will still be in the or the ratio yang tak boleh berubah. They will not drop a category, so no point.
So the weight to grip ratio tu, as you say, if you want the ratio to be the same, kalau kereta A lagi berat dari kereta B, make sure ratio kau punya grip for the lighter car is less than that of the bigger car to have the same ratio lah, faham tak? Ratio is kan, kalau 2 to 1, if your car is 8, you just make sure the ratio is the same lah. I mean that's my mathematical understanding of it. I mean, but one other thing that I got interested, that I noticed in my brief dalliance with Initial D was that as much as the story tries to show that Takumi is a natural, by virtue of his naturally gained experience, the father is really impressed with his son, but without nak puji sangat. Macam kau ingat tak macam masa beat yang where he changed the suspension one day, and then in one of the races Takumi macam lain sikit. Lepas tu it cut to the conversation between the father, Bunta dengan kawan dia, kata, kau tak cakap kat anak kau lah? Tak. But Takumi will figure it out himself. So, and then dia boleh macam, maknanya aku boleh tekan minyak lagi, atau aku tak payah guna steering. Benda-benda macam tu. Not that I understand the physics of racing, but things like that. So there you go.
Dia okay. So but the grip to weight ratio ni, grip is not actually a quantity you can measure, and it is macam
tayar punya bunga
tak, macam dia berlaku dalam F1 tau. When F1 ada 2 tire manufacturer, Michelin dengan Bridgestone kan, dia jadi macam ada satu season tu the Michelin was the better tire, Bridgestone hanya works for hanya a good tire for Ferrari because dia punya relationship. Tapi kereta-kereta lain yang pakai Bridgestone tire semua macam masalah, kalah dengan Michelin punya tire. So macam how the tire was designed also influence a lot of grip. Tapi sini dia tak explain lah macam mana dia standardizekan dia tak cerita pun semua orang kena pakai tayar yang sama semua. Satu lagi, why high end cars ada advantage, dia tak mention because the electronic system yang macam membantu driver's aid semua dia tak mention pun, dia remove ke tak. Sebab tu kereta-kereta macam Porsche semua tu of course akan ada teknologi yang membantu driver to be faster apa-apa semua, as compared to GT86 tu memang macam I think is almost bare bones, memang dia up to design mechanical grip only. Dia tak macam banyak sangat elektronik as compared to the GTRs, to the AMGs, Ferrari semua.
That's a good point Mizi bring up benda tu. Sebab Kanata ada one episode tu, aku ingat lagi dia minta dia punya mekanik dia tu, tolong kau disablekan traction control.
Yeah.
Because all modern vehicles even sekarang they have systems yang boleh assist in grip racing. So disebabkan the ability of Kanata ni, dia tak nak benda yang mengganggu dia punya control. So dia turn off terus benda tu. So he has more control over his car, which will then eventually be the deciding factor lah in the fact that later on dia akan menang using the grip ratio yang sama, tetapi sebab superior skill and experience, dia akan turn better compared to grip racing style.
Kira macam Luke Skywalker lah. Your targeting computer's off.
Yep.
Is there a problem? No, it's alright. Use the force, Luke. Use the force kind of stuff. Okay. Let's get on to the next segment, which is, we're going to talk a bit more about the story to itself lah. Not the details, but yeah. Okay, I'm going to seg this by using a question to guide this bit. So, Fat, again, keep it okay again. What do the panelists think of the pacing for MF Ghost? Some kata horrible because of the cliffhanger, but that's quite understandable in my opinion. Actually aku pun terkejut juga. Habis macam ni ya? But anyway, anybody want to pipe in first with regard to overall pacing of the story?
Okay. I don't find it macam problem sangat. Sekarang dah terbiasa saya anime series yang you panggil core second half, first half core. It's like macam even Invisible pun buat benda yang sama kan. It's like macam drug dealer lah. You bagi tease, sample semua and supaya you datang balik and what more. But by the way, don't do drugs.
Punya banyak disclaimer dalam kita punya Bedah ni.
But I think if kalau you compare dengan initially, itu I cakap tadi, initially battle pendek like 2-3 episode satu battle, 2 episode satu. So macam in a way that macam okay lah, you datang balik. Kalau macam you follow masa dia keluar yang 1 week per episode semua tu, tapi kalau you dah follow Netflix, you boleh binge kan, I think it's not so bad.
I think that itulah, I've not read the manga, but I presume that's how Shigeno did the manga lah, because and besides, as you say lah, because di ramai orang kan, Heavenly 15 or whatever they call themselves, takkanlah buat banyak sangat race. In total berapa race? Ada 2 je kan? Not including the time yang qualifying kan? 2 je kan?
2 ada 5.
There were 5 races. Shit.
Are you talking about MF Ghost ke?
MF Ghost.
Dia akan ada 5 track.
I know, but so far we've watched 2, right? Odawara, bukan lepas tu the last thing yang the cliffhanger before dia nak start dekat this new
qualifying for the next one lah.
Salah faham. Oh damn it. But because this is a fall 2023 anime, nanti kita cakap ke harapan. But anyway, I think we know what we're going to talk about lah. But otherwise, sorry, go ahead. You've not answered.
Tambah yang pacing ni.
Yeah.
Actually, I got a lot to say about the pacing. Aku bagi
Go.
Okay.
Yes.
Firstly, the problem with the MF Ghost ni is that cliffhanger tu satu isu. Itu I agree lah. At least bagilah kita tahu dia dah qualify nombor berapa dulu. Kau bagi hang, tak bagi tahu dia nombor berapa lah. Apa dah. Now we got nothing to talk about, right? The next season.
Dia punya post credit scene adalah macam Kanata kena qualifying time hujan.
Itulah kan. Macam like, but dia orang tak bagi qualify masa hujan, masa actual race je. But in any case, dia punya the difference dengan MF Ghost ni is that you dah nampak dia punya ending, sebab dia dah awal-awal dah cakap dia ada 5 track. That is one problem. That means the whole thing dah plan out from start to end. Kita tak tahu whether initially was planned from start to end atau tidak. Itu different matter. But it doesn't feel like you can see the end of Initial D, whereas kau boleh nampak the ending of MF Ghost. Habis je 5 track tu, if there is no year 2, habis dah, that's it. So you macam lah, oh okay, so you already see the end, tu satu. Kedua, karakter dia, kita tak boleh ingat nama langsung. Kita ada, you tengok kita ada Kanata, kita ada Angel number 7. Who are the parents? Tak ingat. Who are the girl punya parents? Tak ingat. Nama siapa kita ingat? Bukan Shiwakai from Initial D, Keisuke daripada Initial D, Ryosuke, Takumi. Kenapa kita boleh ingat nama-nama ni? Because they were introduced to us as characters. Karakter tau, yang that grow from budak mentah to okay, I need to win, and then now engine dah kereta aku pula dah meletup, aku kena kecewa balik. We saw the rise and fall and rise again of all these characters. Keisuke kalah dengan Takumi, abang dia pun kalah, dia punya world view shattered, they rebuild into Project D and they become the greatest racing team. So you ada heroes journey tau. From a nobody, you go to training, even the hero macam mana pun ada benda yang dia tak boleh go through, which is engine dia meletup. There is only so much the engine can do because dah tua. Bapak dia pun dah lanyak engine tu masa dia muda, so memang hancur lah engine tu. So sekarang ni kita rasa pacing tu horrible sebab kita tak kenal karakter dia lagi. And it was given short in 10 episodes, satu race and you tak ada character development. I can tell you perangai dia orang, tapi you tak tahu. We have the obvious main finale boss, Beckenbauer. Kita ada senpai dari Jepun. Kita ada playboy umur 17 tahun. Lagi siapa? Brother sister. Namanya tak ingat tau, because we do not know the history. Kita tak tahu, kita tak learn dia orang one by one. Night Kids masa Initial D, the leader and the second in command bergaduh. Lepas gaduh, dua kalah dengan Takumi, jadi kawan pula. Macam dah apa korang ni? Then you have the Emperor punya team, one entire season siap kena lawan balik dalam in the movie, baru menang. So you have character development in Initial D that is not shown dalam MF Ghost. Memang terus jap, okay guys, kita ada 15 orang ni, nanti kita akan beritahu korang. So it feels like kalau you nak tengok dia punya comparison dengan MCU dan DCU, dia macam Marvel's MCU. Ini Iron Man, ini Spider-Man, ini Captain America, and then last kali dia akan finale dia dekat Avengers. So you dah ada build up tau. You dah, oh karakter ni mamat ni macam ni, yang ni Thor macam ni, so on and so on. Whereas MF Ghost ni pula, ini adalah bakal hero yang telah dia ajar oleh Takumi. Ini adalah karakter sekian-sekian. Ini yang 10 lagi ni karakter orang yang nanti you akan tahulah perangai dia macam mana. That is just like the DC universe punya ni. So I'm more leaning towards MCU punya style of character development. Kebetulan Initial D punya style pun sama. You get to see the individual character punya growth dulu. Whereas this one terus-terus 15 orang. Nah, this is the 15 fastest races in the world. Kat Jepun in MF Ghost ni, ada orang disqualified, Kanata masuk, which honestly aku dah suspect dah. Macam the way they dramatize that qualifier kan. Ini confirm dia 16 place, and then confirm ada orang disqualified kan. Oh, memang jadi like So it is a new storytelling style which would have been good kalau kita tak ada Initial D to refer to. But sekarang ni MF Ghost dibebankan oleh the superior storytelling of Initial D. Dan kita dah ada 20 lebih tahun on Initial D, so kita punya expectation tu melampau sangat lah.
That's why viewers like myself yang tak ada burden, macam tak ambil pot sangat. Okay, anyway.
Tapi kalau katakan kita betul-betul tolak tepi Initially, it totally MF Ghost on its own. The pacing was too fast, kita tak kenal orang lagi.
Pula. Okay, fair enough.
That one is a fact. Kita 10 ke 12 episode, we do not know much about the characters yet. So the pacing was very bad in the sense that they should not even have the qualifier. the second qualifier for the last 2 episodes tu. Dia patutnya they end the season with only the result of season racing 1, the kissing scene of the angels ke apa ke, and that's it. And then they just sembang in the last second half of the final episode. Dia cakap, what is your plan untuk qualifier nanti? Tengoklah macam mana kita nak tambah engine ke, nak tambah apa ke. Cukup. That's all you have to do. Remember dia orang ada sembang about what is your upgrade plan untuk Kanata punya vehicle. You just have to cakap itu saja. Cakap we plan to release, done. And then see you at qualifiers, second track. Oh, kita akan tepuk tangan tu. Because then it ends on a good note, because you are now left on a cliffhanger, but it is a cliffhanger that is a promise of a good beginning. Ini kau separuh kau ambil curi beginning yang bagus of a new season, kau berhenti semua jalan. Itu hangin tu. Itu yang our viewer tu tanya that question. It's a very good question. But there's a few prongs to it lah. A few reasons for it.
For me, okay, if you are watching this as an anime only, yes, macam which anime and then you tak ada prior experience for initial D, I can see that why you tak macam the lack of character development tu tak berapa tu sangat lah. But I do see some other interesting story points yang I nak follow. But for me, I watch a few animes dan I pun ada struggle juga nak ingat nama characters. Contohnya Classroom of the Elite tu. But for me, I watch this as a car porn. So macam bila tengok kereta ni apa semua ni okay lah apa semua. So and then I just follow Kanata punya stereo. Okay, nak cari ayah dia, okay. But for one thing lah, saya for one thing, I tak tahu kenapa Kanata tak boleh nak recognize the angel number 7 padahal dia just tukar rambut saja. Is it a Kaki Superman punya tu?
Color rambut dia lain.
Tu pun macam dia color ke dia pakai wig?
Ya, I think pakai wig kot. Because takkanlah color senang tukar every single time kan.
But then ayah dia sporting pula macam
mak dia pakai suspended crocodile.
I thought was that she wore a disguise because nak sembunyikan the fact she was an angel and parents dia tak tahu.
Oh, macam parents dia bagi mungkin tak tahu ke memang tahu?
Tahu. Ayah dia pun cakap macam you are an angel now apa semua.
Tapi yang kelakarnya ayah dia tak bagi tahu Kanata yang my daughter's an angel.
Itu dah.
Itu keliran. Dalam update.
Dia heavily sexualize these angels macam buat fan cam lah fan cam pula fokus on bab dia. Bab tu
no comment because it's Jepun will find a valid reason to legalize anything. But anyway. Tapi ni benda ni kan Netflix, dia orang tak censor lah kan. But apart from that, apa lagi komen aku but as I said, I mean, aku jenis macam when I was watching this, like you, I enjoyed looking at the cars. I mean, I really like how they animated the cars because CGI kan. And considering the fact like the late 90s, early 2000s initial D pun that was good going. Considering the fact that even sekarang punya CGI pun crap for organic, especially for organic characters ke apa, dragon ke apa. But pasal ni creator kan. So the amount of licensing involved, I wonder how it was. But then again, it promotes the cast though. So whether I do not know lah the details of it.
Toyota somehow backing them and nanti macam kau mesti pakai GR86 sebagai upgrade.
Because there was sementara Shaz sorting out dia punya.
Kereta semua tu supposedly dia orang pergi record tau, the actual door opening, engine revving, braking sound semua. How many of which car aku tak tahu lah. But I remember reading, seeing on some YouTube channel, dia orang kata they actually went and recorded some of the vehicle punya sounds. So that's the actual car punya sound.
And they have their own YouTube channel kan, with all the real life angels.
Yang tu.
Supposedly ada. Itu Kudo dah tahu lah.
Tapi I will not put it on here lah, just in case. Tak tahu. Apa benda tu? Saya tak faham. Tak tahu lah. But I like all this spin-off. For example, there was this I don't know, is this a spin-off or whether this is actually part from taken from the actual anime. It's about Takumi racing against his father in GR86. Is this from is it that made for the advert?
Yang mana ni?
Kat YouTube, it's a Japanese macam video. I will flash it in front of you. Mana dia? Alah.
I think this is Toyota's advertisement.
For GR86. Tapi yang drive GR86 tu bapak dia, Bunta. Bapak Takumi.
Itu selalu. Because Bunta has never been defeated in the initial D series.
Oh ya ke? Bapak dia tak pernah keluar
Tak.
Bapak dia selalu show up, kalahkan Takumi or ajar Takumi, tu back to Tofu.
Tapi I know dia tak ada buat racing, tapi bapaknya muka ada lah kan.
Bapak dia pernah guna apa, Subaru 22B.
Bapak. Selamat. But another funny Toyota advert related to the Hachiriku was I don't know whether I can find it or not, but korang boleh cari. It's about a guy who wants to impress a girl. He's high school student lah. Dia kerja dekat kedai, dekat restoran lah, jadi tukang pinggan. So in the end he got the money, he bought Hachiroku. But aku rasa the video tu bukan macam beli second hand, tapi macam it was set in the time when the Hachiroku was the panda was probably mid 90s lah. So they drove to the coast where the girl lives, only to find that the girl was dating with another guy dekat pier. So dia dejected. So kawan dia kata tak apalah, kita balik.
Aku nak share satu trivia.
Aku nak bagi habis advert je tadi. So he was dejected. So they were driving and then kawan dia drive lah, because the boy who bought the car was dejected. So kawan dia kata nak bagikan dia sedap hati kan. Kau nak bayangkan apa rasa pegang opai awet tu tak? Macam mana? Kau buka tigap, kau buat macam ni. Okay, aku tekan minyak. So angin impact. Korang jangan, kalau korang dalam kereta jangan try. Kalau kau driving. Lepas tu dia kata, shit. Lepas tu dia senyum. So habis, it was a Toyota advert. Lama tak advert ni? Macam 5 minit. Kalau ni, I'll put the link down below if I find it. But it's a Japanese advert. This trick aku tahu from a Japanese film nama Opai Volleyball, where a bunch of middle school kids turun naik basikal buat macam ni. Betul dia orang macam, oh boleh rasa. It's only a Japanese thing. I don't think anybody else, any culture in the world knows this trick. But now I've just told you how to feel an opai using angin. Okay, that's today's lesson for the day. Okay, sorry, Mizi wanted to tell us something.
Pasal ada Hachiroku tu. Famous person yang pernah beli Hachiroku time dia keluar. So apa, orang tu Fandi Ahmad. Dia beli
Singapore ke Selangor ni footballer tu kan?
Wah, he used to play for Singapore. He's from Singapore kan?
Singapore Johor kan? Dia beli masa time ada masa dia keluar lah. Tu kata RM15,000 dulu.
Ya. Because aku tak faham lah macam mana kau nak beli kereta dari Jepun. Because kawan aku pernah drive a Honda macam Honda mayat tu. So when I got into his car, dia punya macam dekat window dia Japanese font tau. So macam ini import terus ni. But as you say macam mana cakap, kalau kau ada AP semua boleh lah kot.
Great imports lah. I mean, tapi sekarang pun ada apa great imports, apa import the JDM apa semua tu.
Right. Actually, cakap pasal Hachiroku sekejap je. Ada aku tengok dekat social media somewhere, somebody was driving dekat mana, kat Puchong somewhere. Woi, siapa punya Hachiroku tu? Ada black ke, number plate dia. It's a Malaysian number plate lah. Ada lah all the black and white trimming with the font.
Ada.
So
Setiap kali bila tersempat atas jalan raya Hachiroku. Wah, Hachiroku. It's special lah. Dia sejarah Hachiroku ni.
Siapa nak cerita dulu? Okay, sejarah Hachiroku, go ahead.
Sejarah Hachiroku ni sebenarnya is a Toyota Corolla. So it's a Toyota Corolla AE, dia kod dia E80. A tu stands for the type of engine used. So type of engine used Hachiroku ni is called the 4AGE. So 80s tu macam series dia lah. So dia ada 88, 84, 85 dengan 86 lah. So kereta lama early 80s, 70s, early 80s used to be rear wheel drive. But then in the mid 80s, banyak manufacturers switching to front wheel drive because it's more efficient, it's more compact apa semua, and then it's so banyak dia switch kepada front wheel drive. Tapi Corolla for the last untuk generation tu, the equivalent yang Corolla biasa lain, dia start switch kepada front wheel drive, tapi dia maintain the Hachiroku tu sebagai rear wheel drive as a sporty model.
Okay.
Tu yang macam kereta tu macam the last rear wheel drive Corolla.
And also rear wheel drive ni tend to be less more dangerous lah kalau nak bawa, sebab the very fact that a lot of people use rear wheel drive to drift is also the reason why normal drivers risau, because dia punya kereta boleh tercampak the rear out of control. So FF front engine front wheel drive
oversteer,
dia tend to be more understeer, whereby kau nak belok kiri tapi dia tak pergi kiri, dia continue going forward. Macam cerita macam si Mamat Angel 7 ni lah. Aku nak belok kanan, lepas tu dia tak sempat belok sebab kereta dia understeer, laju sangat. So normal cars and normal car drivers will not face understeer punya problem because they will not hit the speed where they will have understeering problem. So dari segi safety and cost, it makes sense lah to change to front engine yang ni system FF.
Okay, right. Anyway, in a short short ni, apa rating would you give for this season, for this first season of MF Ghost?
Rating
I mean, I know you have given an idea of what you felt about this, but if you had to give a rating, sebelum harapan, aku nak bagi rating ya.
Kalau initial D was a 30/10, aku rasa
ada Haji
MF Ghost ni is about 14 or 15 lah over 10. It's still great. It's still very good. Tapi to me it is burdened by comparison to initial D. To me lah. As a standalone, aku rasa dia bagus. There's a lot of great moments in it. Cuma as a lot of fans mungkin dah notice, dia punya pacing tu tiba-tiba potong kat cut right at the result. Macam like, janganlah potong macam ni. At least get us ready for the next season terus lah kan. Or at least just before the qualifier start. Baru it becomes a good cutting point.
Apa Biji?
Tapi if you say that kan, kalau let's say the second core or the second season start and kalau orang tu watch as a binge, problem ni takkan ada lah kan.
Itulah rasanya.
Okay, so nak bagi rating, I ikut apa the normal scale. Tak tahulah because macam apa would initially was great.
Yes! Yes! Oh my god! What happened? Oi! Shaz! Ya Allah! What do you do? Ilaha illallah. What do you do?
It was a switch to the right of my notebook. Aku tengok aku tengah pegang tepi ni, kenapa dia macam longgar ni kan? So I just push it the other way and then the camera lit on like
now we got to see your handsome
itulah
face.
kata something macam
physical.
Sekarang notebook
is it a mechanical issue lah.
Dia tutup,
Ni
dia
bukan
tak nak.
issue. A switch was turned off.
Tak tanya Adi.
Aku tak perasan all this time.
Ilaha illallah. Datang balik peminat, penonton datang balik. Kau nak go over the grip ratio again. Tak.
Tak payah.
Tak. Kau buat muka bulat-bulat, nanti aku akan edit, aku buat muka kau mulut gerak-gerak. Macam puppet show. Sorry, Busy was going to tell us his rating.
Okay, I mean susah juga nak bagi rating. I mean kalau just sekadar on the storyline apa semua, bagi aku tak ada apa special pun apa semua, but because I'm a car nut, a car guy, so I tengok ni as a car porn, then macam it's rasa best lah. So but in comparison of Initial D, I would give macam a slightly a better punya rating for MF Ghost because animation dah modern, everything looks nice, and dia punya watak-watak tu tak adalah macam cara Suichi Sugeno lukis awal-awal dulu yang muka macam mulut dia macam sempit apa semua, ni macam nampak okey lah. Kanata pun it was like handsomely drawn, so watak dia dalam ni pun orang semua kata dia handsome boy apa-apa semua, so I can see that. Enjoyment, yes, I did enjoy everything, so maybe 8 kot. 8 out of 10.
Okay. 80. Aku as usual, like I start off with a 7 out of 10, but plus minus it's still 7 out of 10. Ada mulut tu. See that mouth of Shunba. Dia masih lagi lukis macam tu. Actually, I went to the net to see what they drew the characters like, macam the lukis yang butt bongo mami tu. Loh teruk. Actually kan, none of the girls look really pretty. Cara dia draw mata dia macam tak apalah. We are not watching this for the chicks. We are watching this for the whole story lah.
They stay true to the original artist punya vision.
Yeah, they have to lah. Otherwise tak best lah kan. Kita tak rasa lah macam, I mean, why should they steer away? So kalau if Mizi watching for the car porn, I'm watching it for the I'm watching it for the car
porn.
Okay. So let's head for the next, our final segment, which is for harapan. Yeah, harapan. Obviously for harapan, we've got this. Where is it? I see. Sekarang baru hidup kau punya kamera. Tapi ini berapa saat je lah. Itu je next season dalam hujan. Coming in 2024. Which is like when? Ada kucing.
Kau akan kucing dulu.
Ini UK punya advert. So we do not know when lah. The sooner the better lah. Tapi I got a feeling it might be fall again lah. Fall 24 the latest. If not summer. Kalau spring, okay. Tapi I don't think so lah. But I got a feeling they've already done it already lah. So I'm just looking forward to as a part, just to see the conclusion of the second race. So whether or not they're gonna fit 2 races in, whether or not they did it like this because they weren't too sure how people will terima the series. Because you would have thought, buat a second core, which means they could easily have shown it either at least now or if not next spring, this coming spring kan. Tapi itulah, Shaz, since elah muka kau dah ada, harapan anda untuk season kedua.
Before masuk ke harapan, aku nak voice one small thing yang aku tak puas lah, which I was very annoyed. Very annoyed when it was explained in the series. Sebab kita previous segment tak sempat nak sembang benda ni.
Yes.
How dare dia orang aku tak tahu what made him do this decision. How dare they make Takumi suffer an injury that kills his career tau. He became the racer punya teacher, Kanata punya cikgu, disebabkan he was test driving a rally car, the car malfunction, dia accident, cutting short his racing career. When I saw, aku kena pause kejap bro bila they showed that thing and they said he had the tragic rally driver punya ni. Aku pause kejap what the hell, how could you, after the entire 20 years of Initial D that we've been going to, kau just cut his story macam tu je. Bro tu dia accident lah, lepas tu hilang.
Aku boleh forgive sikit pasal it's done by the actual author. If it was Kathleen Kennedy that suggested that or Ryan Johnson, I'll be pissed off lah. So aku tak tahu tau what was dia macam nak kata disrespect tu tak adalah juga, because it's the original guy yang write the story. So macam like how could you just end his like that tau. Dia macam kalau macam tiba-tiba kan Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars tiba-tiba zoom at the end of episode 3 kan, like you the chosen one blah blah blah. Lepas tu episode 4 member tu dah tak ada. Gimana? Memang mampus kat tepi. Memang macam tu lah kau agaknya. Macam tu lah kau agaknya. Because I guess the legacy of Takumi lives on because it adds to the story in my opinion. Macam orang macam, korang tahu tak this boy dia belajar dekat Royal Donington Driving School, blah blah. I look it up. That Donington has a race track. We all know that, but the school doesn't exist obviously.
Dia macam ni tau. It was very unnecessary. All you had to do was you just had to make it that Takumi went into the racing punya rally punya circuit, Keisuke went to the track racing. They went different path, dua-dua smash records for the first 10 years of their racing career, and they both set into the sunset with their own girlfriend sendiri.
Yeah, that'd be nice lah.
That's it. You know, that's all the fairy tale we wanted. After that, Takumi hilang 10 years, 5 tahun, dia pergi mana? Lepas retire tak tahu mana pergi mana. Then suddenly keluar cerita, Kanata belajar under Takumi ni. Rupa-rupanya dia senyap pergi ke sekolah kat UK ni, tukar nama dia jadi Bunta Fujiwara. Lepas tu dia jadi cikgu. Then it's fine, but when you set him as a tragic character, macam like betul steam out. It's just like after 20 years kau develop character dia, and then just to have his career end in an accident. Macam like,
did you say that later on in the manga that we are not still gonna see him or what?
Aku tak baca manga ni. Aku tak
baca. But dia sampai belum lagi. So, because manga tak habis lagi tau. So let's hope that it's still hope lah.
Dia tak mati.
Belum lagi lah.
I know lah.
I'm just
hanya
this potential
belakang dia dalam flashback saja.
Nampak belakang dia.
Why you end this career macam tu? Macam apa benda dah. Okay, anyway, harapan, yes. harapan aku mengharapkan that this going to be a 20-year journey. And that sebab kenapa?
No.
I'll be 70.
Every track is one core. Kita ada 5 track.
Okay.
And that is year 1. So kalau dia pandai pacing the core ni every 1-2 years keluar, and then season 2 or rather year 2 of MF Ghost punya storyline, dia ada 20 racer. That time you dah ada following yang besar dengan sebab from 5 track ni which will take about 7 years macam tu lah. Kalau dia orang pandai pacing kan 7 years. Then you make year 2, kau boleh buat another 10 years. So we are looking forward to 20 years of this one. And then sementara MF Ghost punya 20 year punya journey tu, along the way kau renew lah. Season 3 punya movie kau redo balik. Initially season 4 kau redo balik. You ada intersperse tau antara MF Ghost, MF Ghost, Initial D.
Kau nak actual 20 years ke kau nak cerita tu 20 years?
Sorry?
Kau nak cerita tu punya span in 20 years ke kau nak actually 20 years? Like you want to hold it to be done by
10-20 years.
Dude, he's 66 years old now. He's 66 years old now. Takut dia tak hidup.
Tak, sebab series ni, this series is clearly designed for the millennials and above.
I know, but kalau dia meninggal ke apa, sepatutlah orang lain take over.
It follows street racing yang legal. It follows safety rules. Dia guna drone punya systems. Dia guna AI.
Dia tak pakai helmet.
Dia tak pakai helmet tu sebab dia orang tu dia pakai roll cage lah, so tak perlu.
Roll cage pun tak ada. Kereta stop
kan?
Tak tahu lah, itu aku tak tahu lah, but in general the what do you call it, it feels like it's done for a modern punya ni. So I'm hoping maybe not 20 years, 10 years lah. But kalau kita nak tengok for season 2, tolong my initial bila first time tengok MF Ghost ni, aku siap sembang dengan Kudo dengan Mizi kan. Lah confirm punya season 1 ni kan, Kanata akan datang from comeback victory daripada nombor belakang sekali corot akan top 5. So that dalam season the next season nanti dia ada engine upgrade bla bla, ping-pong nombor 8 like. Ini this is more based on reality lah compared dengan Initial D punya fantastical punya mechanics punya ni. This one is like engine abang lemah tak boleh. You cannot catch up to our speed. Abang kena upgrade dulu. Which funnily enough, kalau you suka racing show yang guna track legal banyak ni, high speed racing and banyak emphasis on car punya tuning, you should watch Wangan Midnight. Ada dekat
Wangan Midnight. I've heard of it.
Wangan Midnight I tak berapa gemar sebab macam race dia tak ada macam stake dia apa. Memanglah in detail car dia tengok macam mana dia tune, apa dia tuner from hell. It was based on the real life. Siapa nama tuner tu? Yang apa tu racing lain tu racing.
Lah. Nanti aku bagi link kat Kudo for that series.
Dia ada live action movie juga.
Aku tak tengok tu. Kalau jalan tengok dah.
Mizi dah bagi harapan belum?
Belum.
Sila.
Harapan. I get the feeling ni macam Shuichi Shugeno punya last hurrah.
Wow.
I think macam dia just macam okay, let me try do another racing racing manga, racing anime. So macam tu macam apa Initial D ni macam open ended. You can have race after race after race after race after race. Ini macam because dia dah set dah 5 track. So macam okay, I'm just gonna do 5 races je lah. Race dia pun macam satu lap je. Dia tak macam apa multiple laps.
Yang ni ada 2 lap.
Ada 2 lap okay, tak banyak lah. Okay, so it was it is 2 lap per track. So macam tak banyak. I think it was a last hurrah, and I think dia akan bring back Takumi, tapi I rasa episod macam ni, macam Takumi akan datang balik ke Jepun. Maybe Takumi akan ada some terminal illness, terminal apa. So Takumi balik ke Jepun, jumpa geng-geng lama dia semula. And then macam Kanata akan bawa Takumi dalam kereta 86 dia lama tu, and then bawa track lama Guma balik. And then Takumi akan meninggal.
Sedih kau ni, aduh. Tengah fairy tale. Apa sedih-sedih ni? Sedih tengok Gundam
Tengok apa? Tengok apa? Sandang.
Kalau nak sedih tengok cerita Gundam. Banyak orang yang kita suka. Tak pasal-pasal ni, mati tu mati lah. Weh.
Semua mati. Aku macam, harapan aku macam, based on what I've watched without looking at there's a lot of other things as well lah. Obviously benda ni tak penting sangat. Nak tengok how far I'm going to go with Ren in this story. When is he, because Kanata ni in my opinion rasa macam a bit of a luru bendul sikit. Fat cakap also Ren snitches get stitches.
Kanata lurus benda, Takumi lagi lurus.
Exactly. So agaknya, and lagi tu, who is this father of Kanata ni? Ke mak dia yang bapak dia mak dia yang English. Mak dia yang English. And mak dia artis. The relation between the family yang jaga tu, because dia kenal mak dia dulu the foster mother dengan schoolmates. And then dia kata your mother has very good memory when she did art. So they wondered whether that played a part in Kanata's ability to know the Odawara track without having to have driven on it at all.
Just so that video.
Tengok video dia boleh hafal apa nak, not just hafal, tak tahu apa nak buat. Shit man. Tapi itulah, I guess that is the fantastical bit for this. And
Dia
ada
at least dia explain it better than macam Takumi macam susah nak believe sikit lah. Ni macam okay, because you ada photographic memory and then you have proper training.
Dia macam ni tau. The photographic memory is a real thing. There are people who have this. Dia sekali tengok New York tu, dia boleh, after that dia boleh lukis balik the entire of New York from the sky. So it's not something which is like
itu orang
from thin air. Memang ada setengah orang boleh buat benda ni. So
yes,
it's something that for Kanata benda tu dah is natural for him. So bila di-combine pula dengan Takumi punya training, which is as cryptic as bapak dia punya style juga, so it becomes quite useful lah.
Yeah.
Chop. But there's a counterpoint to that.
Go ahead. Aku nak cari benda. Cakap.
There's a counterpoint to that. If we say Kanata has a photographic memory inherit from his mother, kenapa dia tak boleh recognize Angel number 7 dengan tu?
Dia boleh hafal jalan saja.
Tak, sebab dia rambut dia lain.
Pendek tak boleh.
Dia rambut lain, lepas tu dia ada makeup and then dia pakai kontak yang berbeza. So sebab dia ni kepala kereta, dia tak tengok spanduk orang. So itu yang dia confused tu, ni siapa lah sepak aku ni kan tiba-tiba.
Dia paling bodoh kali. Spanduk tak boleh. Tak tahu. Jalan boleh.
Sebab you tengok Angel 7 tu kan, nama pun aku tak ingat. Dia punya expression berubah tau. So it's not just her hair colour. Mata dia pun dia punya expression berbeza.
Come on lah. Ada standard. Itulah dia kita punya on MF Ghost. Sorry lah, it's a bit all over the place, but because at least we've got there in the end. Ini pun macam last minute bedah because just realised that it was available on Netflix and kalau nak ajak Mizi seorang je susah because kan dia kena cakap seorang because aku pun tak tahu sangat cerita ni. Aku tengok macam as a new viewer and so Syaz got to watch. Biasa.
It tells a bit a lot actually of the pacing of the story. Whereby cerita dia ada 3 je.
Yes.
Angel 7 and all the characters around her. The weight to grip ratio. And then what was the third one? Weight to grip ratio. The third one is reference kepada Indonesia di karakter lain. So kau nak sembang apa? There is no macam like tiba-tiba ada teknik masuk longkang lah. Dia ada weight distribution. Cerita dia jongkit atas drift atas longkang lain lah. Dia tak ada kereta Kai Kogashiwa lompat bukit lah. You tak ada specific mind-blowing techniques to discuss tau. Kalau kita discuss initially if BuzzPop was streaming and kita was streaming
in 20 years ago
was coming out, you bayangkan kita sembang pasal movie 3 Initial D tu. Weh gila apa kau drift, kau brake, kau lompat, tak pecah ke suspension. Then after that geng-geng komentar semua akan cakap oh tak, suspension ni kuat, kau kena faham MR ni kau macam ni. So there's so many things you can discuss. Sekarang ni tak ada apa nak discuss. European kan laju, Jepun underpower tapi akan menang sebab cerita Jepun.
Yup. Which is the I guess what.
And then satu lagi, the appeal of Initiative. The appeal Initiative was macam kita nak tengok mula-mula macam you race dengan Hachiroku dengan the RX-7 and then as you go along more powerful cars datang. Mula-mula macam Night Kids R32, lepas tu datang R34, lepas tu S2000, NSX, Supra. So sekarang is just macam kereta semua power. Ferrari dah ada, Lamborghini semua dah ada. So macam lepas tu aku rasa dia tak akan banyak episod sangat sebab macam tak boleh nak bawa gimana dah, kereta dah power dah.
Sayang lah.
Kereta Kanata is what? It's a GR, is it? GR86, is it?
Ya ada.
Apa?
GT86.
GT86. Jual kat Malaysia?
GT86.
Jual kat Malaysia tak?
Jual. Jual. 200k. Dia GT86. Model kedua adalah GR86. Dia naikkan engine to 2.4 liters.
I see. So the one that he's driving is the one below lah, GT. I mean, not the GR. Was it?
Yeah, the first model.
GR is the second
model.
Because cerita ni set in the future,
might be
kan?
His upgrade lah.
These are the only cars that use fossil fuel. Everybody else is driving either Tesla or the Chinese. Apa nama kereta Cina yang Elon Musk.
Tapi dia tak tunjuk kan?
Apa benda? Dia cakap je dunia
BYD,
sekarang dah tak
BYD.
pakai.
Tapi dia punya is a near future lah, like 10-20 years from now.
Ya, dia tulis 20 something XX, dia tak tahu. So anyway, have you guys got anything
Dia ada
else?
satu lagi, dia ada satu anime yang dia ada satu anime, klasik anime, nama dia X Driver yang macam the future is semua kereta robot drive tapi kadang-kadang macam kereta tu jadi haywire, so dia ada satu team polis yang macam bawa kereta normal untuk macam kejar this runaway car. I think dia pakai konsep tu kot.
Cerita apa ni?
X Driver.
X-Driver.
EX Driver.
Oh, EX. No, I've not heard of it. So any final words on this franchise before we call it a night?
I just hope that it will continue to impress lah.
Yeah. Oh, quite impressive. I mean, actually for this fall season, there were two racing anime, which I was like, oh, lama tak tengok sports anime yang involve motor car racing. The other one was like a Formula 1-ish kind of the story called Overdrive ke apa And then masa aku dengan Andri dok buat the let's see what's coming out in 2023, nampak
Overtake.
Aku tengok MF Ghost is from that initial D guys, so I kind of like promoted that more because thinking that it'll be quite more interesting, and it's quite good that they perpetuated the Eurobeat the Eurobeat punya music in the background, because if I'm not mistaken when they did the film, or was it there was one version of Initial D in which when they changed the voice actors, they didn't have any Eurobeat in it. Orang macam marah sikit. Mana pergi music?
When they first bawa ke US, the whatever thing they change the music jadi rapper style benda kena mati all the fan mengamuk.
Jadi sebab masa tu the Limp Bizkit baru nak naik, so orang nak pakai rap metal semua tu lah.
Okay, anyway.
It was a bad season, bad time for the fans kat US masa tu.
Itulah. Anyway, nampaknya kita dah tiba di penghujung sesi bedah kita malam ini untuk MF Ghost, dan diharapkan penonton di rumah terhibur dengan ulasan kami malam ni. Sekali lagi minta maaf kerana masalah teknikal, tapi as you know, we learn along the way, and show must go on and that kind of stuff. So be patient with us, and terima kasih kerana being with us lah for this session. So untuk sesi kami yang akan datang, this year is going to be a bit bukanlah haphazard, but a bit more laid back and less regimented. Kami plan untuk season ni akan do a session on two fantasy anime series, which is the conclusion of dengan conclusion Freerun Beyond Journey's End Core 2, and also the first half of season 1 Delicious in Dungeon, because dua-dua ni macam fantasy, and we'll get some traction out of it lah. So we're hoping to do that hopefully by next month kot, before Raya. Satu
dua filem tau, Kudo.
I know. Itulah.
Dan Gundam Seed.
Kalau Spy Family kau boleh tunggu aku tengok juga, because I know Shaz akan be one of the first people to watch, because kat Malaysia start bila? Bulan? 22 this month.
This next week lah. Today Sunday, minggu somewhere kat ujung minggu ni.
Okay. So itu satu, Spy Family Code White. So hopefully I would like to join in the action, because since I'm going to have to do all this, so they have to wait for me lah. There's still no announcement yet for Europe, but for United Kingdom, tapi for Europe, it's happening this month as well. So dia macam tak announce. Another one will be ini akan mendatangkan kemarahan kepada setengah orang yang tak puas hati, which is fair enough, but some of us don't really mind it, albeit it's a bit jarring. Filem kompilasi untuk Kimetsu no Yaiba or Demon Slayer yang menggabungkan the last couple of episodes from season 3, which should be the bit for where they finally defeated the Hantengu dengan kemunculan Nezuko dengan her change format, plus the first episode for season 4, which is the Hashira training arc. The issue with it is masalahnya with regards to, saya faham kemarahan orang pasal sebab diorang bukan dia orang tak honest, dia orang tak cakap terang-terang wayang ni wayang compilation. I mean it is terang in the internet, but masalahnya bukan semua orang nak baca Twitter from Ufotable. So if kata panggung wayang wherever you are kata terang-terang ini compilation film, orang faham lah. Tapi kebanyakannya orang kata malas nak tengok, I don't mind waiting for the spring season to watch season 1.
I will watch it.
I will watch it because
it's in the cinema.
And then compared to last year punya, when I watched it, it wasn't in an IMAX, which is a pity, because I wanted to watch the fight between Tengen dengan that, the two demon, the brother and sister. But the point was, I think I still watch it under Dolby Atmos, which sounds quite good lah. But still, it was a bigger screen than my TV. But this one, dia tunjuk kat IMAX. So I bought the tickets yesterday. Saya dengan harapan dia nak tengok dekat London sebab dia orang buat world tour sekarang. Tanjiro, which is Hana Natsuki sekarang berada di New York dengan Shimono Ono, voice for I got his name right. For Zenitsu, they are in New York at the moment because for the screening of the compilation film in New York. So they're doing. I mean, I think like who's the girl? Akari Kito will only turn up in Japan and Taiwan, I think, or South Korea. I can't remember what the schedule is. But Asia will be. I'm not sure whether they're playing Singapore or not. Tapi itulah. I was supposed to follow up yang UK punya dates. Tiba-tiba je dia kata, ticket on sale. Allah bila masuk sold out. So and then BFI IMAX dekat London ni, BFI is the British Film Institute. It's one of the 2 screens where this is the what people call the real IMAX screen. Yang maknanya kalau korang nak tengok wayang macam Oppenheimer yang 7 yang betul-betul IMAX tu, maknanya screen kau tu tinggi dia macam 2 tingkat bangunan or 3 tingkat or something like that, really big. So it's not because of the big screen, but yalah, you want to catch a view of your of let's say you or your beloved anime. So in the end tak dapat tu, aku biar je lah cuti aku berjalan and aku tengok lah weekend tu dekat my own town. My IMAX got, I don't know what the difference is lah, but IMAX with laser ni is the one in my town. My town has it. And tahun ni panggung tu buat promotion because I have this card. I pay like a monthly rate. I watch normal film for free. Kalau tengok 2 kali sebulan dah dapat balik modal. Kali ni IMAX, instead of you have to pay extra, free. So aku macam, alright, free. Free. So that's that one. And you said Gundam Seed, Freedom, and obviously the as Spy Family. And another one is this Andri was asking lah if nak buat solo leveling. I still haven't watched it yet, but no promises. I'll try to watch it. Hopefully again by the end of the month. So between now and end of March, and then bulan puasa next month kan. So kalau things a bit slow down sikit, it's understandable lah. But we'll see lah what's what. Yeah. So other than that, kepada anda yang baru ke sesi kami, jangan lupa untuk melanggan, berkongsi dan tanya butang like untuk kedua-dua laman YouTube Stomachofchaos dan BuzzPopTV, laman pop culture sekerman Malaysia, supaya anda tidak ketinggalan untuk sesi kami yang akan datang. Dan jika anda ingin menonton sesi-sesi kami yang sebelum ini selain dari arcade kami yang mengandungi sesi ulasan stream yang penuh, laman YouTube Stomachofchaos juga mengandungi video ringkas yang mengambil tema spesifik dari perbincangan kami yang lampau. So terima kasih kepada my compatriots, rakan panelis saya hari ini, Otsuka Resama Desta. Mizi dah hilang dah, I think because bateri dia selalu
dia jadi MF Ghost.
Dia jadi MF Ghost. So thanks Mizi, and again Shaz, dapat juga tengok rambut kau yang handsome. Ya, aku tak gunting, aku suka of late aku suka gunting rambut kat Malaysia, so I'm going to wait until after raya lah to have my haircut. So dan saya Kudo Maharizu, ijo desu, mata to de jungle fire. See you soon. Kira